Hello, denizens of the universe. If you hear cricket in the background, that is Chadwick greeting everybody. I'm the romance Scrooge, and joining me today are...
the Artistic Alpaca.
Nohbody.
SR.
SR introduced himself. And finally, special guest, Will.
The admin moderator, your overlord.
Yes, the protector and defender of the comments section. If anyone gets too squirrely, be ready for the banhammer. The mighty Thor banhammer. I'm kidding. Not going to be any banhammer showing up here.
Yeah. We're too small to have that happen.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Still hear Chadwick somewhere. Is that coming through my headphones or?
Yep.
Barely, but I have really good hearing, so.
It's probably on my end. There's crickets all over the place.
Chadwick's cousins are communicating. God, what's next? A cult of Chadwick.
Okay. Enough discussion about the cricket. Currently, Will is attending Dragon Con. Any interesting stories from what you've seen so far?
Okay. The drunk girl that got on the elevator that hit every single button. It's sad that I helped her out of the elevator, just let her fall on the floor by the elevator once she got out.
Oh.
Okay, trying to get to a panel that's like 2 blocks away in 30 minutes through crowds of people. I have an older story about being tripped by a crazy evangelious preacher person and being helped up by a cross-dresser. Just the regular stuff. Oh, darkness, my old friend.
Shit. Already at the point where I need to touch base with Robot again and ask if he has any ideas for a fun remix of The Sound of Silence for whatever awkward silence pops up here. I have hell fits on making that a thing.
It would be funny. Like, every time it happens, someone starts with a lyric and eventually stitches all the lyrics together, everyone sings.
No. Oh, no. Nope.
Yeah, my friend Nikki, or not Nikki, well, Nikki is also my friend, but my friend Jamie had gone down to Dragon Con today, and they were characters from BioShock. I'm trying to get Jamie to send a picture so I can show it off.
I haven't really been able to take that many pictures because the crowds are crazy. You do not stop to take pictures of a crowd. It will be trampled.
Is someone yelling in the background?
That's the TV.
Oh. It sounds like a Lifetime movie.
It's a monster calls, and our walls are very thin and very gross.
Oh my gosh. A monster call is awesome. I loved it.
Unfortunately, haven't seen it yet.
It sounds really good so far. It's just that, yeah, I'm not out there watching it.
Oh god, sorry, you just had to bring up the thing that should not be named. Why?
Wait, did he bring up enchiladas?
No, that's not the thing that should not be named. It's the other thing that should not be named that's taking up huge scheduled blocks and chunks on Cartoon Network right now.
Oh.
Well, someone brought up the lousy Well, someone brought up OKKO's ratings, and I just had to basically answer.
True. It's my fault for calling this particular podcast what I did. Just for the record, this is a space filler title.
I
thought
didn't
it'd
even see it till now. Haha, Narutard. I haven't heard that phrase in forever. Why would you do this?
Because it's relevant! If you've seen the newest episode of OKKO, as soon as you see the flashback sequence with Enid, you will see what I'm talking about. You will see it. It's obvious.
What's it called? I've actually seen a bunch of OKKO cosplays, and they're decently done, fairly well. And a bunch of rings. And a pickle ring.
I'm just preparing to see who accidentally got too much spray tan that everyone's going to say is black facing this year.
Oh no. Not
There's
even gonna
always
open up
one.
that can of worms.
There's always one, and it depresses me to the extreme. But at the same time, I'm also that asshole that likes to like sit in the place and just watch the drama unfold.
No. You don't do that without popcorn.
We can't have popcorn. My dad's allergic to everything. Well, not allergic. He can't have salt, so salt and
So
sugar.
he has to live in a bubble.
Yeah, basically.
You can say he's
Bubble boy!
is he very angry person, or is he like very calm?
I don't know. It depends on the day.
I was
Like the
gonna
world could
make a
probably
joke.
blow up, and he would just like go look out the window. But then if someone said something really dumb, or if a certain thing's brought up, then he would get really upset. He's a New Yorker. That's all you need to know.
Of all the flavors you could be, you chose to be salty.
Getting back to the discussion of cons and cosplays and such, any of the OKKO cosplays really stand out well, or any in particular come to mind?
I actually saw someone do like the newest episode. What's her name? Edith, the mom character. Actually, a young Edith, like today. Like that's amazing.
Younger Carol, okay.
I mean, not Edith. I mean Carol. Yeah, Carol. Sorry.
I'm just loving all the people on Tumblr just reacting to Carol.
In what respect?
A whole bunch of people going like, "Hoo boy, fan self."
I feel sorry about Sandwich.
Oh, is this in regards to the newest episode, or just any episode she shows up in?
I think it's like in general.
I can see it. I can see reactions ranging from NSFW cartoon blogs just spamming pictures of her to people squealing over her bond with her son, KO. Those two are freaking adorable.
KO can be grading, but he's not first season Steven Universe grading.
What I'm wondering is, how much longer is it going to be until Mr. Gar finally makes a move on her? Come on, man. It's been, what, 10? We're like 20 plus episodes in, and he's still kind of like, just sweating, trying to figure out how to put together a cohesive sentence. And come on, man.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's the deal with that Cowboy Bebop flashback.
Cowboy Bebop flashback. I don't think I've watched that particular episode.
Oh, they make reference to the show with the sandwich. Like every time Gar tries to think of the past.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember one of those sequences now. I need to go back and revisit that.
Yeah, it's a big old Cowboy Bebop reference. I was actually pleasantly surprised in the first episode. It's like, what the hell?
Well, I have an idea. I'm at a con and everyone's still out there. Maybe I could put it on video mode and show you guys the con. Maybe. Yeah. Idea.
I'm going to put a pin in that. I don't really think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
right,
The only
yeah,
reason why I'm not really too excited about doing something like that is,
Yeah.
well, I'd prefer to have a person's permission before they show up on camera, or if footage of them is used in some way, shape, or form. Like if you were
I,
taping a blog or something, that'd be different.
Yeah.
Here, this
Sorry.
is live, and just sorry. That's just what's going through my mind with this.
It was just an idea that popped in my head. Yeah. The new Rick and Morty episode happening tonight. Interdimension Cable Part 3.
Yet another one. I'm kind of mixed feelings about the second interdimensional cable.
Well, they said they'd have one a
It's
season.
It's not an interdimensional cable. It's not actually a cable episode, but it's more in the style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of the skits hit. Just the second one, it didn't resonate quite as strongly as the first one. That's... I don't know. I think I need to watch them back to back again in order to really elaborate on that. I just didn't like the second one as much.
The idea, some people are trying to figure out, the idea is instead of interdimensional cable, it's going to be different realities of Rick and Morty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, considering that you have endless possibilities to play with, there's a lot of different creative things the cast and crew could do. I guess if anything, interdimensional cable, the big appeal there is, here's a showcase for all the craziest crap we came up with and threw against a wall. Everybody was allowed to come up with some kind of crazy skit and flesh it out, put it in the episode.
I just know that last week's episode, all I can think of was, shit, Morty, teach me the secrets. Also, Rick, same.
He became American Psycho. It's not like...
You need that super-de-duper alien toxic suction machine.
Oh god, please.
My crippling self-doubt, my depression...
That would just erase me from the universe.
I don't know about that. For some people, that particular machine might be a good thing.
I mean, shit, if it does, like, actual chronic ailments and shit, too, do it. I would like to be 5 inches taller and not be in pain all the time and have actual working bodily functions.
I think it's more mental, like the parts of yourself that you hate the most, like self-doubt, depression, stuff like that.
I have bipolar, so it would also work in that area for me.
Like I said, it'd be erased.
I think it might.
Yeah. But then you have to worry about your toxic self trying to kill you.
I mean, the toxic self said that was a lie, so they're like, haha, they fell for it. They actually think we're the thing. So, I mean...
And in regards to what happened with Rick and Morty's toxic counterparts, think about it. Of course, Rick's would go to the extent and such that it did, because let's face it, Rick's crazy. He's partially insane. Though, if the toxic part was something like what Morty was, a simpering wimp, no, you wouldn't really need to worry about it.
Oh, did you guys see about the reference to Gravity Falls in there?
Reference to Gravity Falls in the newest Rick and Morty episode, or?
Yeah, Eyeball makes an appearance in the...
I did not catch that.
When they're going through the goop in the background... Oh, sorry.
What about the goop? Go ahead and finish that thought.
Sorry, when they're walking through the area talking to each other, and the poison, I'm trying to think of it, Icky-verse, that's what I'm going to call it, you can see Eyeball's head and like one of the backgrounds, like all gooified, so, you know, he said all the people are going to go to different dimensions. That's probably where he went.
I honestly don't remember.
Like when the weirdness got reversed or put back, they went to, never mind, where they were supposed to go or something. Can't remember the very end of Gravity Falls that well.
Hmm. Only Gravity Falls reference I remember from Rick and Morty is the one where the Beth and Jerry subplot was more exciting than what Rick and Morty were doing. The one with Tiny Rick and Beth and Jerry's nightmare beast and such. There was a brief sequence or brief moment where Bill pops up on one of the display panels or something like that. That's the only Gravity Falls reference I remember in Rick and Morty.
When they go to the Citadel, two Mortys, one has longer hair and has...
Oh yeah,
like,
the twins.
yeah.
Twin Mortys. Man, people were really latching on to that one. I've seen so much different fan art of the Dipper and Mabel equivalents in the Rick and Morty. Guess that's the closest we're going to see to a Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty crossover, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, an actively animated crossover, anyway. Otherwise, we can just wait patiently and see what crazy crap scuttles across Justin Roiland's and Alex Hirsch's Twitter feeds.
They may do that little... They may do a charity thing like Rebecca Sugar and Ian Jones-Quartey and Alex Hirsch did.
Something I'm kind of curious about. I wonder what Alex and Justin think of people's ridiculous shifts, like Rick with Dan or Rick with Ford, or
Well, considering Alex, he'd probably low-key ship it too.
I can't remember the ship's name, but I found a really, really funny ship. And just try to guess the characters that they shipped together for Rick and Morty.
I'm gonna do
Rick and Jerry.
Rick and Jerry. No. Even Jerry doesn't deserve that. Even he does not deserve that. Just no.
It was funny. It was funny. Like, it was self-aware.
Okay.
Like Rick breaks the fourth wall.
I hear the cricket again.
Well, considering all the various different universes, it could happen.
Yeah.
Ryland has said.
And there was...
Oh, let me actually. My friend actually finally posted that thing. Let me see if I can go find it.
Wait, anything you can think of since the multiverses are infinite. There's a Rick and Morty multiverse of that happening.
Stop depressing Scrooge.
Tina Belcher moan.
I might be
Okay,
It was cute when we were joking.
okay, think of the light
I
side.
think I should bring
Any
show
universe-
logic into it.
Any universe, Rick and Morty are Georgia Boy and Florida Man.
Okay,
No.
this is the tweet. I'm going to send it to you through, well, maybe I can do it here. Yeah, I can. I can send this to the thingy. You don't have to show it. I'm going to depress Scrooge even more.
Okay, go ahead and just show it.
I sent it to you.
Okay, I'm clicking
the-
on it. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna see if I can bring this up. Wait, where'd I lost my window. I lost my window.
You check the wall?
No, like the Google Hangouts window. I lost it. At least I think I did.
Here, Kitty. Hit Control A or Control Alt, and then press right on the on or whatever the arrows. You're hitting Control Alt.
What I do?
I was just seeing if you accidentally put it into another session.
I don't think I did.
No, we just confirmed you did.
Oh. I put it into another session?
Oh, workspace or whatever you said.
Where is it?
No, I said you didn't.
I don't know where the window is.
I don't know. Wherever you put it.
It disappeared. Disappeared as soon as I clicked on this link.
Are you still part of who?
I think so. I still hear a cricket.
What's in the top right tab?
Top right tab.
That's left.
Top right tab.
Well, the one to the right. One in the twist tab.
Right here.
No, on the holding. You know, the tab.
Right here.
Oh, that's one of them. I was. Right.
This one.
Okay. Well, what's that other window open down at the bottom?
This link. This link, what? As soon as I clicked on this link, I lost the window.
I must have opened it in that window.
How did you? You know, I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna assume weird shit happened.
Backspace isn't doing anything.
I just closed out of it and opened it up again.
Okay, I figured out whatever weirdness I had going on there. Sorry about that.
Okay, you might want to set it so whenever you open a link, it opens up another tab.
Okay. Another permissions issue.
Well, no,
God.
I set it to you.
Settings issue. Okay. Okay, just for some context here, I'm probably going to ask Robot to edit this out a bit later. The fellow I was talking to in the background is my boyfriend. He was helping me troubleshoot a new setup I'm working with here. Or rather, okay, he's helping me navigate his setup.
No, this is just Chrome, just rescan. So it works the same way your Chrome does on your laptop.
Oh, I don't want to click that. Okay.
It's just that you have it set on one way on your laptop that you used to, but you never set it always the way you used to.
Okay, so where I'm screwing up here is that I don't have all the settings and permissions and all that stuff set up the way I have it on the laptop.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. I opened a link to a link on Twitter from, was it Alex Hirsch Alpaca?
No, Justin Roiland.
Oh, Justin Roiland. And it was pretty much confirming that any craziness or absurdity fans indulge in, like, let's say, Morty and Rick, and all the horror that's encompassed there, is canon because it could take place in an alternate reality or whatever. I guess that's something that you can do if you have a great big multiverse and a show that kind of plays with morality, or just kind of has vast and loose morality, for lack of a better way to describe it. It tamps down arguments between fans, I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to think about it.
That's
I
what I
just-
assume. Just
Yeah.
because it's true, that doesn't mean you had to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, as I tell my brother, just because you have it doesn't mean you have to use it. Of course,
I
that's
don't
usually
want to think about that.
well, that's usually when we're playing video games and he's got the rocket launcher, and I'm like, oh come on, dude, seriously?
I need to queue up another round of Saints Row 4. It starts out, or part of the opening sequence is you're climbing up the side of a missile as it's taking off, and pulling out wires and stuff to deactivate it. You're climbing up the side of the freaking missile.
I'd say that's par for the course for the St. Rose series.
Ooh, cool chill.
Awkward silence again.
I don't know what to talk about. I'm just really excited for AWA.
I'm just working on this lava scissors pick.
Oh no! Just for some context here, Lava Scissors is SR's pet project, or rather the ship that he set sail, or Dominator from Wander Over Yonder, with Hekapoo from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. You should check out his stuff right now, because this pairing is fantastic. It's the best thing that's ever happened, and it is my #1 ship for Lord Dominator. And if you know how much I talk about that character, just, yeah, I'm gonna stop right there before this goes any further.
Gay.
Well, right now I just finished Dominator and Hekapoo on a double date with Lekmek and Romulus.
Yes! Yes! Super gay! Twice the gay! I love it!
And now I'm trying to figure out a couple cosplay since some of y'all are either at a con or planning to go to a con. It's like, what would a good couple cosplay for those two be?
That's a good question.
Uranus and Neptune from Sailor Moon.
Yes, 1 vote for that one. For some reason, Joker and Harley Quinn came to mind.
Yeah, no.
Too easy.
Yeah.
I will accept Ivy and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it's got the color.
Actually, that'd be a much better fit.
Why not both?
But have Lekmet and Romulus dressed up as Sailor Neptune and Uranus. I would love to see somebody draw that.
I mean, okay, I can understand the appeal of Romulus in a Sailor Scout outfit, but an old furry goat in a Sailor Scout outfit?
It's funny. It's absolutely hilarious to think about it. It's not supposed to be aesthetically appealing or...
Well, they got all the weird
I know, but
aliens
we
in
haven't-
Green Lantern suits. I mean, that's just a skin-tight silicone bodysuit, and that's fucking weird on a lot of them, but...
I know,
True.
I just like using like the actual show stuff, and there's no pics of Lekmet without his robes. I don't know if he's got like human-like legs or anthro legs.
Let your imagination wander. This is where you take creative license. You can give it whatever kind of legs you want. Whatever's funnier, go for that.
Considering what the notebook I just got for, I'm not going to let my imagination wander when it comes to these couples.
But like that Romulus is OTP. It's OTP material.
Which gets even creepier if considering Colossur's mentions in the Star and Marco books.
Oh, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that spoiler by now, but I still won't say anything. I look at it like this. There's several different kinds of media. Okay, I'm just going to put a great big spoiler warning here. Wee-oo. Okay, done. In regards to some media, you can have a creator make 2 different creations or beings, and they don't necessarily have to have a familial bond or relationship or even automatically assume that their creator is their father.
I mean, just look at Greek mythology.
I suppose, I guess where I'm going with this is that depending on how things are set up, you can have the two creations as two completely different autonomous beings. Think about I really hate to bring this up, but like the idea of Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, something like that, a situation where they're two completely different autonomous beings, where they don't assign their creator as a father figure or immediately think of each other as brother and sister. They're two different beings. It depends on context.
What the intention is. Because you could have
Pretty
someone
much.
create... Yeah, because you could have someone create them to be lovers, or you could have them to create siblings, like, you know, well, technically his name is Adam, and the bride of his, and then you have, like, Chi and Freya from Chobits that are meant to be sisters.
I just found some concept art. He's got like goat legs. Okay, so
There
that'll
you
make
go. Yes.
All right. Concept art. When in doubt, Google concept art.
Okay, in regards to the comment section here, Sir Bon Voyage, I'm going to be brutally honest. I haven't been
I have
keeping
to go
very
for a
avid
minute. I'll be
tabs
right
on the
back.
Carmen stuff.
I'll be back, guys.
So I have no idea what his potential quote-unquote descent into madness here is. I don't have context for it, so going to defer from answering that one.
Let's see. Looking up references.
Oh boy.
I should always look up references. So there. All right. I can multitask.
I cannot.
All right. Here's a good one of these two.
Are you really going to draw them as a Sailor Scouts SR?
Why? Why not? I do a live draw, but then I'd have to get my stuff out.
You'll need to do that later. Save this for later. Save this for a live draw. Yes. Yes. Yes, this needs to be a thing.
Well, I was planning on coloring the birthday art stuff, but I guess I could do.
Oh yeah. Actually, go ahead and do that one first. Yes.
Yeah, I could do both. I'll just write this down so that way I remember. No card. Sailor. All right. How far caught up with OKKO are you?
Technically episode 13 or 14, but I skipped up to 22. Recently watched episode 23.
All right. Oh, there's going to be like a kind of a reveal-ish kind of thing for Labor Day. I'm going to go ahead and save this image for later.
Reveal-ish kind of thing for Labor Day. What do you mean?
Involving KO. It's all over the commercials.
Oh, I haven't been watching on TV.
Neither have I. Just usual Tumblr. Well, actually, PC's been linking me the commercials.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'll have to look those up because I have no context here, to be brutally honest.
image. All right. Boom. All right. That's ready. All right, well, if I'm going to save that for later, now I need to think of something else for the bottom of this page.
Speaking of OKKO, just newest episode, I can't get over how many references there were to freaking Naruto. From one of Enid's manga having two characters that look suspiciously like Naruto and Sasuke on the front, the headband that looked a little bit too much like the ninja headband they wear on the show. the open-toed sandals, the freaking bone charm that looked like Naruto. All the signs were pointing in that direction.
Enid's a
Such a
weeb.
big crack out of that.
Enid's a weeb.
I love it. I don't know. I'd say she expanded more into being a weeb or otaku as she got older, but the ninja thing stuck out. That's part of her go-to skill set and what she does as a hero. But the Narutard thing is so strong, so strong.
So have you seen the episode "Face Your Fears"?
I have not.
Okay, well, I'm not going to give out spoilers, but pretty much what happens is that there's an arcade game that can simulate your fears, and so they put Mr. Gar in because he's trying to prove to his employees that he's like, I'm not scared of anything. I can prove it. And he goes the most difficult difficulty. And so then Rad tries to go in to save Mr. Gar, but then he gets scared. And then so Enid tries to go in to save Rad, but she gets scared. So then KO goes into hers, then has to save Enid, then Rad, and Mr. Gar. And when it comes to Enid's fear, ooh boy, that's hilarious.
I'll have to cue that up later.
Let's see. According to the wiki, that's episode 19.
Yes, going to need to cue that up. Probably going to be after a few rounds of Saints Row the 4 or whatever else my boyfriend has queued up.
Although I'd also recommend the episode 18, We're Captured.
Oh boy.
Mostly just for Professor Venomous.
Oh, I love that name. Already sounds really promising. Especially in a show where your lead villain is called Lord Boxman.
That episode is like the end of it gets so gay.
Oh, no.
Although there was a video of these people watching the episode, and then they paused the episode at just the right point and started laughing, and I'm not, because I don't want to give out spoilers, I actually had to queue up the episode again on Kim Cartoon, and I was like, oh, I can, like, once you've seen the episode, I'll explain, but or maybe you'll see it, but it's one of those things where it's like, it wasn't a dirty thing, but I can see how you'd see that.
Oh boy.
But for the episode We're Captured, just prepared for a shirtless boxman.
Oh no. That nightmare fuel. No. That character shirtless is something I do not need to see. Just no.
And apparently the arm is a chicken arm. I thought it was like a robot thing.
Oh my god, that's great. That's fantastic.
Which I guess could kind of be a reference to Jim Cummings' one of his previous roles as either Darkwing Duck or Dr. Robotnik in Sonic Sat AM, which Robotnik's other name is Dr. Eggman.
I'll bet it's Robotnik. I'll bet it's a Robotnik reference, because that's the kind of vibe I get from Lord Boxman on the show.
Oh, wait. Have you got to the episode with... Oh, you haven't got to the... Have you said... What would you say? Episode 13?
Yeah, I think so.
Just Be a Pebble? Okay,
I haven't watched that one. Or maybe I watched it? I've lost track.
KO's tired of being small. So he increases in size?
Oh, I started that one up but didn't watch it all the way through.
Have you seen We've Got Pests?
I haven't.
That ending, man. That ending just like, bam! Pow.
Oh, just got an interesting question in the comments here. This is directed at USR. What would happen if Boxman met Dr. Robotnik?
I think I've got a drawing request of that. Let's see. Well, it depends. Which version of Dr. Robotnik?
Let's go with Sonic Sat AM.
Oh, great. Now the strange urge to mimic Jim Cummings, his line of saying, "Oh, that's good," in Dr. Robotnik's voice.
Do it.
I'm laughing. Hold on. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yes.
Just like Sonic's at AM, Dr. Robotnik would be very ruthless and would not put up with. Actually, Dr. Boxman would probably be one of the providers of the robot suits for Dr. Robotnik. There you go. Headcanon. Since Dr. Robotnik tends to put innocent creatures in robot suits. Oh wait, have you seen the My Dad Can Beat Up Your Dad episode?
Yes.
Guten Tag.
Hey.
Hello.
Got everything.
Finally,
well?
thank God.
Guten Tag.
Sound technical
Sorry,
issues all over the place today.
I think the problem. I'm at a con, so everyone's on the Wi-Fi, and just something happened. I don't know. I can hear you guys. I know what you guys were talking about. It's just
Huh? Might have gotten booted out or something. Google Hangouts.
No, I wasn't.
I don't know.
I wasn't muted, but just voice is not coming through.
Oh boy, you're starting to go domo arigato, Mr. Roboto there, Will.
Great. Am I still doing arigato, Mr. Roboto?
In and out.
Not to me.
Try saying a tongue
I can hear you
twister.
guys. How much munch can a munch less munch of a munch like munches is munch? Lunch.
Okay, you're good to go. Also, your camera was on for a second.
Oh, sorry. Is it off now?
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry. I'm on my
You're
phone,
fine,
so
man.
Raymond, that's his name. That's who I was
Raven?
thinking. The robot.
I love Raven. He's so ridiculously flamboyant. He reminds me of who's the red-haired guy from Yu Yu Hakusho, the one with the roses and
Kuribara?
thorns and stuff? Yeah!
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, that's-
him!
No,
is
wait.
it
The one with the
is it Kumar,
thorn.
the one with the ridiculous pompadour? And
Yeah, Kuwabara. Yeah, well, they both have red hair, so that's why I got confused. Let's see. The red hair rose whips. It's been so long.
I could have sworn his name was Karama or something like that.
Hold on. Hakusho.
Someone's probably going to kill me for that. But in my defense, I only remember bits and pieces of Yu Yu Hakusho from when I was a kid. I've been meaning to go back and watch it.
It's been so long. But have you seen the prom episode?
Yes. I love it. I love that showdown between Rat and Raymond.
Just when Raymond first appeared, the first thing that I said was, when did Metaton come on the show?
Oh, darn it. I think Fee's still away. Damn it. Damn it, Fee. We have your next Husbando lined up. I will make VX
Karama.
Raymond a thing. I will do it. I have Fee's next. I have Alpaca's next self-insert shift lined up. Raymond from OKKO. I'm a horrible person.
Embrace the horribleness.
Just for some context here, Alpaca likes to ship her self-insert character V with Metaton from Undertale.
Aw.
Raymond is an equally flamboyant, eccentric robot.
Okay, whoever's programming these robots is like working out something.
Isn't it Boxman?
Nah, I wouldn't say he's working out something. More like he's an artiste. He likes to make.
Well, there we go.
He likes to
now I know what to
breathe
draw.
life into his creations.
There was this Fallout mission where you go to a vault in Far Harbor, and these famous rich people put themselves inside of robots, put their minds inside of them, and the whole Black Mirror thing comes up. Like, you know, well,
Exterminate.
one of them is an artist, and he literally goes through a whole thing, and he does all this abstract, 1960s inspired, lucid, you know, art. Then you come to a picture of this photorealistic, and you have to impress him of your art skill. You gotta quote unquote bullshit your way through it, saying this reminds me of nuclear winter and how blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, yes. I need to play this game like now.
At the very end, there's this realistic cat, and one of the options is when the main character talks is, I'm tired of this bullshit. What are you going on about? He really goes on a rant how he painted it just to the point, and it was his most favorite and most popular painting at the time. Out of all the stuff he did, a photorealistic cat is the thing that's most remembered about him. And what makes it even funnier in the game,
Makes
you always
sense.
see the picture of the cat, but none of the other artwork. It was just a fun little side quest.
Oh, holy! This character is so fun to draw.
Who?
Raymond.
Raymond? It's the pompadour. I need to draw a picture of him myself. Wonder what
Well, it's
Medicine
you.
would look like. Pompadour. Actually thinking about it, probably Raymond.
Well, to beat you to the punch, I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead and draw Alpaca and Raymond just to beat you to the punch.
Damn it! No! You do not
It's a
get to
race.
steal my horrible ship.
It's a race.
How would I have a question to Alpaca, like, I'm trying to just do a little pet project, like a collage of all the people that smoked on Headcanon Hive. It's not turning out well. Do I draw you as human or just an alpaca with a paintbrush? What do I do?
I
oh.
don't think Alpaca's back quite yet. In
Yeah,
regards to
I think she's taking care of something.
in regards to illustrating Alpaca, I'd say leave it up to your discretion. Considering that you drew bacon as an anthropomorphic piece of bacon, go ahead and draw the anthropomorphic alpaca.
Yeah, I've got a design that I've been using. If you want,
It's fine. I was
it's,
just-
it's a pretty good design. Pretty proud of it.
I'm still trying to do it. I am getting a tablet this Christmas, so I've been doing all my stuff.
Oh, just for some context here, Will has been working on a project of drawing everybody that's been on Headcanon Hive, including other featured guests such as Downloads Bacon. He appeared in one episode. He's also also one of the hosts for Talking Rainbows, Talking Puppies. Do crossovers with them every so often. I think Enlightened Robot and PC are in that lineup too, correct?
Yeah, them too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, while I'm thinking about it, want to expand on... oh yeah, I mentioned this the other night in one of my own individual live streams, but in regards to special or featured guests on Headcanon Hive, want to open up the doors to other people or parties that may be interested. But I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm not going to respond if you put this in the comments section. Send a message through DeviantArt or Tumblr, and I'd like to touch base with you first and possibly have a meet and greet with everybody here in the podcast, like the other co-hosts and stuff, like Alpaca, SR. What do you think, SR?
That's fine. I'm always down for things like that.
I know it, but I also had an idea. Maybe some people that are most of the time in chat, like me or Lion Robot, could maybe recommend people. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm okay with recommendations too. If Though the thing is, I do want to have some kind of meet and greet with you ahead of time. Like, see how well you mesh with everybody. Make sure to establish a rapport before going on the air. So there's already enough awkward pauses on crickets and such. So I can't say too much about that. It'd be nice to have a couple of icebreakers to ease you into the fold and stuff. You know what I mean?
My first podcast was a train wreck, wasn't it?
Which one was it?
All the podcasts were train wrecks.
And I've been in almost all of them. The common denominator?
The common denominator is... I don't know.
Enchiladas?
Oh. No, when it comes down to it, I can't really comment too much on what makes a successful podcast or not. Just that this one is not it. This one is really off the cuff, just a casual kind of thing. If there's anybody that does this professionally and does a good job, I'd say...
Congrats.
I'd say, trying to think. Is the podcast you watch called Giant Bomb, Adam?
That's one of them.
Yeah, here's a couple of podcasts where people actually have a professional demeanor and know what they're doing and would be a good example to follow. Like a Giant Bomb or Co-Optional Podcast. Yeah, that's what I meant to bring up. Yeah.
I also like Cox and Friendor's podcast from them. They have their own little tiny one. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Florida man.
Oh no. Yeah, there's now a podcast based on Florida Man and Georgia Man. Or is it just Florida Man?
Florida man and Georgia man makes like occasional references. Like the guy who
Fantastic.
Like the guy went crazy for a 5-cent change about a muffin.
Trying to remember one of my favorites. What comes to mind?
The drunk guy that was so drunk he wanted one Reese's Puff or one Reese cup.
Oh yeah! Goes into a store, walks up to the counter, and demands that you pull one Reese's out of a package. That will satisfy my drunken hunger.
I think they got the slogans wrong. It's Snickers that satisfies.
But you can't make heads or tails of that when you're drunk now, can you?
Oh my gosh. There's going to be a... Oh, I know this is kind of sad to say, but if the hurricane does hit the East Coast, like Florida and Georgia, imagine all the Florida and Georgia man stuff that's going to happen.
Oh no. No. Hey, Alpaca, are you back?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to get that to take. If we're going to get that to take off, I'd like. I want that so bad. The sound of silence to be what fills in the awkward pauses.
Wait, let's not just make it sound of silence. Like all these different sad songs. Like.
No, just Sound of Silence, because it's a title. It's a title, man. Sound of Silence.
Yeah.
I don't know. One random sad song.
See, D.S. Mayor Clint? That's opera, but...
That's
try it as time goes on.
Used to be our song.
I don't know. I don't even think Sound of Silence would be very fitting. We'll just see how things go. Speaking of podcasts and rambly tangents and stuff, I got an interesting comment on one of my videos the other day where somebody was saying, hey, you should try for the Pizza Party podcast, Rebel Taxis podcast.
Yeah.
And they said I'd be the straight man. They have not seen what I do in podcasts. They have not seen it. I would only contribute to derailing things. I derail talking rainbows, talking puppies. I am Bacon's cohort to derail Eric trying to stay on track. I derail things here, and this is I'm the ringmaster, and I derail things.
Is there even a straight man on this?
No, I don't believe there is.
Think how bad I occasionally get. And you have to just cut me off. That never gets cut off. They go full out.
I think the closest this podcast has to a straight man is a couple of times robots come on here.
I'm just the meme king. I bring the memes.
Oh, sure.
Bring all the memes.
And blasted scanner.
Wait.
What's wrong with it?
Oh my gosh,
it just doesn't want to turn on.
Didn't I do a meme about
It's dead. It's dead. The scanner's dead.
It just happened. Like I put it in the other USB port and it turned on. I don't know. I thought the scanner and I were past all this foreplay.
Oh, Alpaca's back.
Hey.
Hi, I'm returned.
Everything
She's
okay?
alive.
I had to tuck my parents in.
Okay.
Are they okay?
They're fine. They're just men. Apparently, no one can multitask in this house.
I don't know.
I got Dad was talking about my grandma, and it kind of relates to the Rick and Morty thing. I know you guys probably passed that, but
no.
his thing is, worrying about stuff and stressing out about stuff that's not going to impact you is really dumb. Because, look at me. I'm dying. It's going to suck, but hey, I'm here. Don't worry about it. Nothing you can do about it. And I did the Morty thing with him on accident. Oh, no. I did the Morty voice. And I thought he was going to be like, oh, you need to stop being a nerd and fantasy, blah, blah. But you know what he said? Exactly. No, it's true, Rick. You're right. Nothing matters. Everyone's going to die. No one's born for any reason. The only important thing is that we be good people and leave this place better than what we came into it as.
Oh my god.
He's like, exactly.
Oh my god.
We had to explain to Mom. It's like, Mom, it's basically Back to the Future if Doc Brown was a realist.
Also, Alpaca, I have some horrible news.
Oh no.
You have another character that's being shipped with B.
Oh no.
I came up with a new one.
Oh no. What? Who? What?
It's Raymond, a very flamboyant, eccentric robot from the series OKKO.
Oh my god. The shark robot. What the hell?
Yes.
Why are you like this? You know what? I think I'll go back to Bill. I think I could deal with Bill now after hearing that.
SR's in on it too. I think we're both gonna end up drawing stuff for this, but to make up for it, I'll draw your self-insert with Metaton and Sidon. Is that the fish dude's name? I'm sorry.
I like fish sticks.
Hey.
I'm not mad, by the way. I'm trying to read it.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's just like, yeah.
Oh, you know how I'm going to draw bacon? Like, just an anthropomorphic piece of bacon? Like, the really noodly arms, 1920s glove hand.
Yes.
Pac-Man eyeballs.
I bet if I looked up a clip of Raymond and watched it, my reaction would be, yeah, I can see it. That's
I'm going to find a clip right now.
Well, every time I get paired up with a character, if you notice, I always end up being the sapphire out of the two, and they're usually the ruby. Tell me I'm wrong.
That'd be pretty accurate in this case, too. Yes. That would be very accurate.
He's not going to like the pizza. But yeah, I did the Morty voice. Dad thought it was all he could do was agree with it. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a
Because on
fantastic
September
introduction to
22nd will
Enid.
be the 1 year since he had his heart attack. He's kicked
Aw.
death right in the balls. So go him, I guess. That's a feat for anyone. I don't care who you are.
Sorry.
People I wish who could come to AWA. Scrooge.
Where's that again?
Yeah.
Atlanta,
Atlanta, and when's it happening?
October 28th through the well, hold on, not October. Shit, I fucked up. September 28th to the 1st of October.
I need to get a new wire.
If I could possibly be able to go just for a day.
If I give notice just enough ahead of time for work, I might just be able to go.
Because I'll have to tell you later, Scrooge, what's going on.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you should be able to. It's almost a month in advance. It's like 3 weeks or something like that. So,
Yeah, the only stickler is a project that I have that's due the week of the 22nd. No, I don't think that's going to interfere.
yeah.
Hey, can I maybe go?
I have been my self-insert character, which is basically an OC by now, has been paired with so many people, and I'm just like, I wish you could see my face, but I don't want to turn my webcam on because I look really gross.
And
Right
I
now.
will.
I will. Is
What?
Will leaving?
Oh, sorry. I
I'm-
think I misheard or something, or sorry, I misconstrued what was going on.
I was just gonna say I could possibly make it because I live right here in Georgia, and it's not like a bad drive to get up there.
Yeah, I mean the day tickets are pretty affordable. Here, let me go check.
You'd have the easiest drive of everybody, Will. Ugh, I'll bet mine would be. I'm gonna have to plan the drive like 2 or 3 days in advance, at least.
Well, if you want to, hold on, I'm trying to plan this out. If I can get Michael to take our shit and we follow behind him, you could crash here the day before. I'm trying.
I'll figure out something. Just gonna need to make sure I might as well just ask for the entire freaking week off if I'm gonna do this. Because that's a long ass drive. I'm 6 hours away from Tennessee, I think. That's just
Yeah.
Tennessee.
If you don't want to drive, you could take Amtrak. It has a terminus right here in Atlanta. It's not like you can take a train.
Okay,
I may
so
look
Will,
into that.
Will, Saturday only ticket is $45.
2 people, $45. My birthday is right around the corner. Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, I'll talk to
Yeah,
you more
45
about it,
isn't too
Scrooge,
bad.
offline because I'm just really excited.
Excuse me, sorry.
Your burps are something to behold, like my sneezes.
Something
have-
to behold, yeah. It'd be impressive if I could belch the alphabet, but I can't. You should see
you
how
just gotta-
often I poot. I could rival the flea from Mucha Lucha.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Shut up, Adam! Not helping!
can we not go into Teen Titans territory? We already have burps. We don't need poops, too.
I was actually thinking of Adventure Time when they hugged the one thing in that one episode. First
Oh, yeah. Jane is voting it up. And everyone. Adventure Time is going to end pretty soon.
And Cartoon Network doesn't care.
Hell, didn't they just completely pull regular show off the air once that stopped?
Yep, last episode, gone forever.
Yeah.
My mic working?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay. Well, my wire is kind of messed up, and considering I'm fiddling around with a whole bunch of stuff right now.
Fiddling around. Fiddling around. Fiddling around.
I should thought that what's the panel? Because
Fiddling around, turning on
Momo-chan is
a light.
Momo-chan is animation, stuff like that, and gaming. Dragon Con is a little bit of a melting pot. What's AMA?
Anime Week in Atlanta is just whatever the heck people feel like most times.
Oh,
So we like a lot of it's anime themed, but it doesn't have to be purely anime. Like I'm helping with a panel called Steven Universe and Why It's So Anime, and we talk about like her inspirations and stuff from anime that are actually in Steven Universe.
Yeah.
yes.
They had a whole Pokemon JRPG reference in an episode.
All right. I believe the podcast has reached around the hour mark, so going to start wrapping things up. Anyone interested in Alpaca's panel? Again, that is at Anime Weekend in Atlanta. Is it all right if I do a shameless plug or shill here?
Oh, no, fine by me. I just don't have the date or times yet because they're still working on it. Because my dumbass signed up for so many things on accident because I didn't expect to get into to be pulled into 2 other photo shoots, which is fine. I got this. But I have Steven Universe, Why Is It So Anime? Anime 101 for parents and beginners, fan art in the classroom, Undertale photo shoot and meetup, and then 2 Steven Universe photo shoot meetups.
Also, another shameless plug, Headcanon Hive has a Tumblr blog. As soon as Alpaca has all the dates and times for these panels, I'm going to be reblogging that shit like crazy on there, so keep tabs on that for said dates and times if you want to see Alpaca's panel.
Yeah, wait till it's online. I'm so far away.
Oh.
Someone can record.
I want this hat in real life.
Scrooge, I'm gonna bust his themes. Can I mention something right quick?
What?
It happens.
Was it?
It happens every live stream. Just noticed I haven't said anything about it. One thing, Donald Trump.
No! Can we go one podcast without a reference to the giant orange Oompa Loompa?
Nope.
I guess not. Thank you, Will. Thank you for ruining my night. I'm going to have nightmares about I'm going to have nightmares about the Oompa Loompas coming out and Donald Trump in a giant oversized outfit, bobbing along with them and singing about what's going to happen to naughty children. Just
He sings, I want it now. I want it now. I want it now.
yes, that's Trump's theme song. Okay, going to end it right there. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Aloha.
Auf Wiedersehen.